welcome, genties and ladlemen. It is in fact your boy, Sir Edward, and welcome to episode 24 of Cracking the Shell. I know they keep letting me make them. Why hasn't anybody stopped me yet? I need to say something stupid and get cancelled on Twitter. That's what needs to happen. But on this episode, we have Maraigh Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. I promised myself I wouldn't make that joke when I started this. I lied. But we have the lovely Luna Taylor of Maraigh in the house tonight. How is it going, lovely?
Hi, it's going okay.
I think that's very much the vibe for Hump Day, isn't it? It's fine. Kill me. So before we talk about everything with Mariah going on right now and what's coming up, which there's a bunch of cool stuff coming up, we'll get into that. I'd quite like to rewind the clock a little bit and find out just about you growing up, finding music, your first bands, if you were in any before Mariah, and just kind of the origin story. You can go as in depth as you want.
Oh, well, uh, I, it was about 2007, 2008, I started learning the guitar. It was around about the same time as Guitar Hero became a thing,
Yeah.
And I just, I was yeah, I got to study music at secondary school, few lessons, and from that I left school, went on to music college. Studied at the Academy of Music and Sound. I was like,
How was that? What was that experience like?
the Academy was like very good. It was like the lecturers there. It was like they all worked in within the music industry. They,
Hmm.
they were not like getting big wages from it or anything like that. They were just working hard like the rest of us.
No.
So it's like really good. You could talk to your the lecturers there about anything. It's basically anything that's happened in the scene. They've probably went through it. So.
Did you get what's the kind of like biggest thing that you never thought you'd learn there, but kind of the oh, can't believe I learned that at the Music Institute.
Yeah, it was like a few of the students said this. It was like we kind of. I would say the most important thing I ever learned there was like how to play with other musicians, kind of thing, like how to properly
Mm.
jam with other people. That was like
Yeah,
the one. That's the one giveaway. Like if you can, if a creative course lets you be able to work with other people easily, then it's
mhm.
a pretty good course.
Yeah, definitely. Because at least to me anyway, the best music is made when a bunch of people have a creative vision and they bring that together. I mean, don't get me wrong, you do get a lot of like amazing solo artists, but it's not very often that you find a solo artist plays everything. They will have like session players for like guitars, for drums, bass, a session singer or whatever. It's very rare that you find somebody's sole creative vision and them doing everything like that kind of thing. You never really see that. It's usually there's somebody else involved, even if their name isn't the big name on the album cover or the tour poster or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So we've went from studying music at college. I take it this is when you started kind of finding your foot in the extreme metal. You found a Venom cassette and then that became your identity. I found my granddad's old cassette of Welcome to Hell by Venom and now I just like black metal.
Oh yeah, it was like yeah, I was
That
like.
about it.
I always started off one night on YouTube. I was just you go down one of those rabbit holes, and I
Oh,
found
yeah.
it was like it started off with the ambient drone genre.
Mhm.
It was that's basically I came across this video. It was Angelic Process. They have a song called "Dying" in A minor, and it's like all crazy atmospheric stuff like that. And it's from there I was like my foray into ex extreme music and weird music and stuff like that. It just kept on going on.
So we went from like drone ambient. What was that, if you can remember? Because obviously it will have been a while ago. Was there a particular band that kind of lit the fuse, so to speak?
Uh, I was a, I was a, fe- I was a few like for me it was like the end. I would just like list random bands that have just like lit the fuse over the years. It's like the Angelic Process, Megadeth, Motorhead, Venom.
I'd made Venom as a joke, but there you go. See, Venom just seems to maybe they should do stuff again. You know what I mean? Maybe we should get a Venom reunion going. If Old Man's Child can come back, then surely Venom can.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm looking forward to hearing more Old Man's Child. I quite like those albums, even though it means that I think I don't even remember the guy's name. Is it Galder from Dimmu Borgir? He's left them now, which is kind of sad.
Ah, shame.
Oh well. So once you kind of found your way through extreme music and started learning to play, do you remember any of the first bands that you tried to join that never really go beyond like that one jam session?
Uh, I yeah, I've had a few of them. I started up myself. It didn't work out. It was like, but, no, yeah, it was like I had a band called Obsessed, Asperger Memos, and Life Expectancy. It was all kind of yeah. Most of them went over apart from Life Expectancy, where I did release one EP myself, which I'm quite proud of.
I'll be sure if it's on Bandcamp, I'll find it and I'll have it linked down below. I actually need to listen to it because Life Expectancy is such a hard ass band name. At least I think. But so how did you end up
Yeah.
meeting Evil Little Cunt and everybody else from Maraigh? I still love that fucking band name. Everybody else in black metal, they'll pick like some weird like Cajun demon or some shit, and he's just went Evil Little Cunt.
Oh yeah. We have a origin story, but it's a bit convoluted. I'll not go into it.
You can be convoluted if you want, and don't worry, because that kind of shit I find it entertaining.
Put it this way, it was some weirdo we got in a he was in an argument with years ago. Everyone in the scene was in an argument with him. Fuck him. I should not be like divulging this information, but
It's all right. Don't worry. It's all right. I get the idea
yeah,
though, but it's cool that something positive came out of something that is usually very negative and can oftentimes break a scene. Um,
yeah. Basically, you get the guy called the evil little cunt. He basically christened him evil little cunt online, and it's like David just took that name and ran with it. So
to be fair, it's funny and it's doing something different aside from everybody else calling themselves blah 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 and fucking whatever else. Um, so let's see here. Try to think what else because obviously I did the episode with David. We kind of went over fucking everything really. But
yeah.
is there anything that you would kind of want to add to like from your point of view of Marai's origins and like writing processes of the EPs that you've done, that kind of thing? I'd like to hear your point of view of
Yeah.
how that kind of transpired.
Cool. Well, I will confirm the story. When I first met David in person, I generally thought he was some. He had this profile picture of some guy in his pickup truck, like going in one of those YouTube rants. I generally thought that was the person I was meeting. So I was like, I was expecting to meet some sort of nutter, but no, I just met a different kind of nutter. But
It's a better kind of nutter than some MAGA hat wearing asshole, you know what I mean? I'd
yeah,
much rather have like the David kind of nutter than MAGA hat thinks vaccines cause autism kind of nutter. In saying that, as someone who's autistic, I would rather be autistic than fucking dead.
true, same.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's something that everybody can kind of universally agree upon. So, I mean, that's still one of the best fucking like introductory stories I've ever heard. Fucking catfishing with a MAGA hat or profile picture. I still think that's hilarious. We need to see if we can find a picture like that and then make a Mariah shirt out of it. I think that'd be fucking brilliant. Just get like a big
Oh
circle and
my,
then the line for like no. Do that. I think that'd be great.
oh, totally wear that.
We should do that. I actually need
Yep.
to. I will be picking up because I'll be at the show on Halloween with Mismore. Um, so I'm definitely gonna cop a shirt there, especially that pink Baphomet one because I think that's just fabulous.
Right, awesome. Okay, cool.
So
Yeah.
how did? Sorry, continue with what you were going to say.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like we. Yeah, it was like nearly 2 years ago. It was me, David, and another drummer. We kind of jammed together and things. Uh, if it- I mind those first few jams. We're doing. I think it was like covers of Hellhammer, Dark Throne, and we probably tried to do a couple of Cure songs as well. Probably known as.
To be fair, I think that would be interesting going from, especially if you're going from early Dark Throne into The Cure. I think that'd be funny.
Yeah.
I think that'd be funny. So that was kind of something that like David and I also talked in the episode was like the different eras of Dark Throne. I know he's more of a fan of like the punk era Dark Throne. What era? Because I suppose it's three different separate eras. You've got the true cult era with all the black metal stuff. You've got the punk era, and then you've got this kind of Sabbath thing that they're doing now. Which, to be fair, I like. I thought the last album was fantastic. What era would you say is your favorite, and do you have a particular favorite record from said era?
Okay, I am just very simple. Just the I just love the black metal era.
No,
Basic
that's it.
Luna. Sorry everyone.
Yep, that's it. You're gonna get cancelled. There goes the Maraigh Twitter getting banned. To be fair, I mean the black metal stuff is really good. It'd be interesting to see what would happen if they kind of kept going with the what was it, Soulside Journey, the very first one? If they kind of stayed a death metal band instead of becoming black metal, would black metal still be the same? It's one of those kind of weird what ifs.
Yeah.
So in terms of like what Mariah doing now, as I just mentioned, I will be at the show on Halloween at the Classic Grand with Ms. Moore. Um, I know that I'm sure I saw another show coming up. I just briefly browsed the Mariah Insta. What is next on the live front for you?
Well, yeah, we've got like two gigs in Glasgow, two in Edinburgh, and we've also like got offers like a couple of gigs for up north, and nothing, not it's not quite confirmed yet, so I can't specifically say where, but
Well,
this is
you're getting out and about though. You're getting used to playing live and stuff like that, which is really cool. And it's only going to make you a better band, I think, the more stuff you do. Even if the shows are complete dog shit, you still learn from them.
yeah.
Or at the very least know what not to do, aka you take the bass player and you take that little knob on their amplifier and you just keep turning it that way until it hits zero.
Oh, it's a opposite for us. It's like that's the thing.
He needs
Since
three
we
bass amps.
oh yeah, it's like I've said to David a few times, just go full on Kronos, full on Lemmy, just turn that bass up, and I will follow you.
Just whack the fuck out of it, but only if he takes the microphone, points it up, and then plays like that, like Lemmy does.
He is planning to do some vocals at the next gig, and I think that is his plan.
I am not surprised in any way, and I can't wait to see that. But he does need to realize that if he's going to do that as a live bit, he does need to grow a handlebar. He needs to grow like the Lemmy handlebar. You got to do that. If you're going to go Motorhead, you go full on Motorhead, or you don't do it at all. It's what
Yeah,
Lemmy would have wanted.
oh, yeah, yeah. That's the thing. Since being in this band, I've watched David like just grow in leaps and bounds. When we first jammed, David was kind of playing but looking at his feet. It's like and things. I was like, but after a few months and once we got Bobby in, it was like his confidence started going, and And now these days, like when it comes to the socials aspect of the band and the communications, David's just doing it.
It just goes to show, yeah, while somebody is really shy in one aspect, they can really excel in another one. It's like if you meet me out and about, it's not likely that I'll say hi because I am awful and socially awkward to fuck. But ironically enough, I have this, and I this is the 24th episode, and I'm just sitting here going, and I still laugh about it. How am I doing this? How am I hosting fucking interviews when I barely have the courage in real life to just like go and say hi to people? It's fucking mental. But that is an open invitation. If anybody does see me out and about, fucking say hi. I'll more than likely like you, unless you're a cunt. But if you're a funny cunt, then it's fine. Drinking game. Every time we've said the word cunt in this video, take a shot. I am not responsible for any liver damage that comes from this challenge.
Oh shit.
Have to put the legal disclaimer in, otherwise I'm going to get a letter through my door, and I don't want that.
Fuck.
I can barely afford fucking gig tickets. How am I supposed to afford a lawsuit? So I've got a few gigs going on the live front, and obviously you'll get more as you become more experienced and play into the new year and stuff. What's happening on the music front? I know David had mentioned, I think it was something about a split. I don't know if there's been any developments on that you can share, or if there's any other new music plans.
Uh, oh, we've got a couple of new songs we're planning to do live. Like one of them's actually like a kind of sequel to. Wait, yeah, I'm just catching up before all the stuff released. Yeah, on Halloween we're releasing the final of the songs we recorded back in April, May. It's Drowning and A Race History.
Mhm.
Currently, we're also working on the sequel to A Race History called Breakthrough.
And is
Yeah, it's
that
like,
one that will be, that's one of the ones that you're saying will be premiering live on Halloween, is it?
yeah, yeah.
In terms of the live show, have you thought about, because not every band needs a gimmick, let's say, but has there been any thought on that? I don't remember if I asked David about that in the episode that I did with him, but
Uh,
has there been any thought as to any more kind of like live theatrics? Because black metal is known for being very theatric, not so
I would,
much now, but it's had its history. So has there been any thought in regards to that for your live performances?
we did do like a play once, like before we went on stage.
A play? All right.
Yeah,
Do I even want to know how that went?
we weirdly went okay. It was like, yeah, we're working with the drummer's friend, Donald, and Donald he does like cool like dance things and like he does choreographed dance and stuff.
All right.
And and he just told us like let's make a play. So like all the band members we all recorded our lines into a wee backing track. We had ambient noise over that, and we are just kind of acting it out before we went on stage. Kind of.
I can't say I'm kind of struggling to visualize that, but that sounds incredible. Is that something that you think went over well? Is it something that you think you're going to keep going in, sorry, the future, or you kind of thinking about doing other stuff that's maybe not quite as convoluted as getting choreographed dances, pre-recorded lines, and weird drone ambient?
Um, we totally need to keep on doing it. I'd say, like just not every gig, but just one off now and again.
I think it could be something that if you can find it, if you can condense it in a way that you can pull it off every time, then I think that's something that is going to stick into people's heads. It's the kind of thing that does like again, sticking to people's heads. It's that kind of weird stuff that like a band does. I mean, prime example, the Party Cannon gig that I went to last weekend. You had two people dress up in stupid paper mache skulls, I think it was, and like stand on the barrier at Cat House at the stage. One of them had like a super soaker and was just soaking the crowd. The other one had bits of cardboard saying shit like "My IQ hurts, show me them hammers." Chris loves eating ass, that kind of shit. It's that kind of extra goofy shit that is what it's what I took away differently from the Party Cannon show outside of just a class band. So if you can find something not exactly ripping that off, but to be fair, I think everybody rips off everybody at some point. Nobody has a pure 100% original idea. It's ripped off from somebody.
Yeah, totally.
Because as we all know, every black metal band is ripping off Bathory and Venom.
Yep.
Every single one. That's the hill I will die on. I can already sense Callum from Tyrannus fuming through the screen that I just said everybody's stealing from Bathory and Venom. I can't wait for that witch hunt. The next time I go into Glasgow, a bunch of random idiots in fucking Venom shirts will chase me down fucking Jamaica Street. I think that'd be funny. So we've got the Mizmor big gig coming up in Glasgow. What was the other one that was in Glasgow? Don't think I remember seeing that one.
Oh, that was a that's next Thursday, the 10th at Block.
Block, yeah. I seen David post just the most unhinged shit about it. He just seems to be a social media master. It's kind of weird.
Here's the thing, whenever David asked me if David asked me if has he gone too far, I say you've not gone far enough yet.
Exactly. We need to keep pushing the buttons. We need to keep pushing the buttons. It's like I've been talking to Jake and Theo from Stipulated Torment, and outside that after that Party Cannon show, they were talking about like ridiculous samples. So they had me record me in a stupid voice just going, "Yay, lung cancer."
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait for that, honestly. I think it's going to be great. We're still laughing about it to this day. It's literally just me going, "Yay, lung cancer." It's so fucking dumb. But it's something that I think more bands need to do is push buttons because nothing gets good press like outrage. N-
Oh, geez.
All publicity is good publicity.
I used to be in I used to be in a proper rock and roll band kind of thing.
Like
They
Alice
were
Cooper
called,
Guar type thing where there's fake blood and titties and fucking Christ knows what.
yeah, it was like, yeah, we had fake blood and the singers spat it on the crowd in the 13th note. They were not happy about
Maybe that's the secret reason why it's shut.
that.
Maybe that's the secret reason they just couldn't get all the fake blood off the walls.
Fuck. Oh,
I never got to
that's a
experience
good,
like the
that's a good
13th
feat.
note. I never got to experience it, but who knows? Maybe we could bring back some of that shock rock stuff. Ideally, not fake blood, because I can speak English. Not fake blood, because not the easiest stuff to get off.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Guar, funnily enough, a couple of years ago at the garage, and not only did they have fake blood, but they had fake jizz that was blue.
Oh,
Which means now what we
at
need to.
least it was blue.
Well, I'm very glad it was
Like,
blue because if it was white, I'm sure somebody would be very concerned watching me walk down Sauchiehall Hall Street. You just see a bunch of moshers leaving the garage at night, and all of them are either red, covered in red liquid, or white liquid.
Jeez.
Questions will be asked, especially because I think that was a weekend night. And, the weekend nights, they've always got police going up and down because, it's Sauchiehall Hall Street and just random shit happens there. Like I remember about a month or so ago, a few friends and I were sat in the Weatherspoons of Sauchiehall Hall Street, and there's like 11 of us at the window just watching this random junkie get arrested, as you do.
Oh yeah.
But what's even weirder is we all stood up, left the table. We went to, that wee landing that's kind of like got the bench and the trees and stuff. We just went there and we just sat and watched and took a fucking selfie. Just like, hey, he's getting arrested.
Yeah.
I could have been stabbed. I could have. Let's be glad I didn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
There's
we've got
something magical.
it's
It's like,
Sauchiehall Hall Street. It's always magical.
yep. Yeah, it's like you can get it like you can get any time. It's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, anytime. You you'll just find chaos and Tokyo Street, Glasgow, whatever.
Pretty much,
I was
especially
like,
if it's either like Sauchiehall Hall Street or Union Street. That's where shit kicks off.
yeah.
It's all Cat House's fault. It's all Cat House's fault. I'm kidding. I love the Cat House. I love that venue. I've had so many great shows in there, and some pretty mid ones, but not every show is going to be a smash hit out the park. Has there ever been a show that you've went to that was just not even terrible, but more just boring?
Uh, I mean, damn. Oh, but the hell, I was like a couple of years ago. I went to this kind of old deer thing, and I hated it. I hate to say speak bad of any bands or anything like that, but for some reason, like the promoter put on about three or four doom metal bands, one after the other, and
Yeah, that's kind of a no-no.
it was like 40 minutes each set. I was like, oh fuck's sake.
That's like
It
the
was
Lord of
just
the Rings trilogy of fucking doom metal, which don't get me wrong, I love my doom metal, but you gotta have something to spice it up. It's like it's like all these shows that are doing like all thrash bands and stuff like that. It's like you need to have something to spice it up, and they're throwing a death metal band, throwing a hardcore band, throwing fucking new metal if you want. Which I mean, I'm not complaining at that because I like new metal, but
oh yeah, got to throw down now and again.
exactly, you got to do it all for the nookie. Limp Bizkit is good, and I will keep saying this until I'm 6 feet deep. I don't care. Limp
Yeah.
Bizkit is great. And Korn and like early Slipknot, not so much the very later stuff. Yeah, it's not 100%. But Korn's still great. And then you've got stuff like Mudvayne and Cold Chamber, which who knows what's happening with Cold Chamber right now. All I know is the fact that Devil Driver wasn't touring for ages because Dez was doing Cold Chamber made their founding guitarist quit. So maybe we'll get a full-on Cold Chamber reunion, or maybe Devil Driver will just break up.
Yeah.
Who knows? Is there anything else that you would like to add to just kind of put a wee bow tie in this episode? Anything that you want to shamelessly plug, say to anybody that watches this? Obviously, I'll have links to like the Maraigh Bandcamp, to the Instagram, all down below, so you can find all the like the show info for all the shows that are coming up, any kind of snippets of new music and info about new music, as well as where to buy their ever delightful merchandise, including the absolutely slay queen pink Baphomet tee, which I will definitely be copying at the Mismore show.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna give out a shout out to Mrs. Frighthouse. It's like, yeah,
But yeah, that's
Mary
true.
and
I
Megan.
need to shout out them. You always
Yeah.
got to shout out Mrs. Frighthouse because they are just the loveliest people. One of the most fun episodes I've ever recorded, just because it was so cute that they were so shy, but they really came out of their shell with that one. And I'm looking forward to seeing them. I think it's actually the next day after the show with Mismore is they're playing with Inter Arma, I think, which I don't really care. I'm literally just going to go for Mrs. Frighthouse and then leave again.
Oh, nice. Right. Yeah, that weekend, yeah, I was gonna go to Damnation this year, but because we've got the gig on that 31st and Mrs. Frighthouse playing this day after, I'm staying up here. I was like,
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool that like Cradle of Filth and Gatecreeper, and I think 200 Stabbings are on that damnation bill as well. I think. I don't remember. Um, Nah, Mrs. Frighthouse. Like a Gatecreeper will tour up here. Cradle of Filth will tour up here. In fact, I think they actually are in November, which I regret. I regret selling my ticket for that. Kind of regret it. But well, they'll come back, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because I will admit I'm a simp for Cradle of Filth. I know I keep mentioning shit like Limp Bizkit and Cradle of Filth. I'm just burying whatever metal cred I have at this point deep in the fucking toilet. He likes Limp Bizkit and Cradle of Filth. What a fucking poser, bro. Think, oh fuck off, they're good bands. Any
Yeah.
band that pisses off like the boomer metal elite is something that I'm probably going to like.
Oh, totally.
And it's fun just
Yeah.
watching like all these boomer metalhead gatekeepers get fucking mad. Oh, it's not true or nah. And it's like, oh fuck off, it's good music. Let people have fun.
That was me when I was 15.
I think every one of us will have had that very, very brief moment where we were kind of metal only, everything else sucks. But it's like, you know what? I like classical music, I like folk music, I like a bunch of cheesy pop music. And I think that it's a rule if you're a metalhead, you've got to like at least one cheesy pop song. One really cringy, really cheesy pop song. And I can see by that smile that there's definitely one that you're thinking of, which means you need to tell me what cheesy pop song it is.
Bandy Manilow's Can't Smell Without You.
Ah, I'm going to start asking that for every guest going forward. Is there that one cheesy pop song? You need to tell me because we're just going to bury what's left of the metal cred of the scene. But I'll freely admit mine is Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears.
Oh, that's a
Set
classic. It's
tight.
so relatable.
It is. And there's also Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. I love that song. I want to see if because a friend of mine I posted about it on my Instagram story last night. He started a slamming hardcore band called Backbone. Maybe if I convince him we could do a cover of Never Gonna Give You Up. A slam cover of Never Gonna Give You Up. I think that'd be fucking funny.
What? Totally.
It sounds stupid, but if Children of Bodom can cover Britney Spears, then I think it could work.
Yeah.
It could work. But yeah, I'd just like to say thank you very much, Luna, for giving me your time for a little Maraigh part two. Not going to make the same joke again because I'm not that kind of person. But I will have all of the links to everything Maraigh down below, the Bandcamp, the Instagram. Give them a follow. Look out for more shows, more new music, maybe more stupid plays on stage, or maybe David will just take a hit off a giant vape and then breathe it into the crowd. Who knows?
Holy shit. I don't want to give anything away, but there's there, there is plans there.
Well, you know what that means, genties and ladlemen. It means that you need to go and see Maraigh at the Classic Grand on the 31st of October, Halloween, supporting Mismore, if you want to see what that plan is. Because I ain't saying shit here. If you want to see it, you got to get down there. I'll have links to their Instagram. You'll be able to get tickets. Go see that show. Go see them at Block next week. Go see them in some random old man's garden because they broke in and grabbed a generator and started playing a show randomly. Don't break into people's houses, that's illegal. But thank you very much, everybody, so much for watching. Thank you again, Luna, for giving me your time.
Cool.
And I will see you all in the next one.
Hey,
Bye bye.
can I give a shout out to my partners?
Yeah, sure. Never mind. Right.
I promised them I would do it. I was like, hey, girls. There you go.
Hey girls, slay queens. We love it though. Shout out your partners because they deserve love. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna shout out my partner. Sage, I love you. Bye. Love my girlfriend. She supports me being stupid and autistic. Yay. But yeah, anyway, proper outro. Like, comment, subscribe, do the internet thing, everything Maraigh down below. See you all in the next one. I love you. Mwah.
Love you though.